ready for the hummingbird calling us from our origins, genesis of the cosmic evolutionary scale in transition, metamorphosis, becoming one with hope and destiny. Who are we now to stand up as if all this had meaning under the circumstances that confront us? Stand up as witness, visionary, dreaming of a new life beyond the institutional gates depressing your soul. Journey back to our common cosmic memory being jolted as we become one another. I stand before you as witness with testimony.
This poetry is here for all of us to tap into, and we just hope that you enjoy the show. I'm Trey Pickett again, the director here at Black Cat. We are thankful for you all joining us, and most importantly, we're thank you for you all building community. This space and this world needs more art, more love, and especially more humans tapping into the energy that we produce when we come together as one. Everybody say, we are one.
We are one.
We have to remember that because at times the world tries to confuse the mechanism that is our success when we come together to collaborate. So without further ado, I just want you all to be welcome not only to the space, but to the heart and the passion of these artists who have created this soundscape, to the human beings that are all with a heartbeat, and to every single one of our ancestors that have created not just the idea of a space for us to come to, because as Black Cat is here and as it was once the historic Ox Dog, the energy that is here is the energy that the land is wanting to curate now. So thank you for being a present member of that, and thank you for building right here on Tiwa land and right here in the heart of Albuquerque and Albuquerque. So thank you all and welcome to Black Cat.
Transit Poetry by Jaime, Chavez. I feel you, ageless warrior, your presence in time, your mystical word crying beyond sad clouds, a message to the world. Quinto Sol, your rays penetrate my head, your strength fills my being as we look face to face beyond the universe. Transcend limits, lights, and the highways going nowhere into nebulous smoking mirrors, prolonged lies, deceit in the face of methodistic order. You weep to the tune of constant assimilation, facades, colorless, tasteless creatures of productive waste emptying into the ghettos, barrios, leoi, people, food for a giant called progress. I'd like to call up all the players that were involved in this project. DeAndre, Mr. Wiggins is here. The only one we're missing is Josh, right? Okay. DeAndre, producer.
All right, thank you all for coming out here, man. That was amazing, right? Give him a hand one more time. I was honored to be a part of this. I heard him speak a long time ago and showed me some of his poetry, and I was intrigued a long time ago when I first heard him. Got introduced to him from a man that we just lost recently too, so I'm, very sad about that. But it's very good to meet new people through people that you meet and be a part of a beautiful project. This has been an amazing project with Jaime to be able to put his poetry to life and bring it to life to you guys and share it with you guys.
Where can you find it?
Oh, it just got released too today on all platforms. Right now it started on YouTube, so you can look it up. Just look up the Transit album by DeAndre Aragon and Jaime Chavez, and it'll pull it up on all platforms. You could, in about a week or so, you could probably even Alexa and all that stuff. It'll be all everywhere, so it's gonna be on all platforms. So thank you guys, and also thank you to the artist, man, Cristo, for doing this artwork. He's out here too. Where is Cristo at?
Yeah, I just want to say it's been an honor working on this project. When Jaime told me what he was working on, and I was invited to DeAndre's to get a glimpse into what they had been working on, I was mind blown. And yeah, I mean, the way you put the music together with this is like a profound piece, and I just
13 minutes.
Yeah, so I mean, the real challenge was trying to match some artwork to it. So
I
Want to introduce Jason Yurcic, he is a poet. We used to read together about 25 years ago. But he's still writing. He's got probably well over 2,000 poems. But it's like, you know, he came around the old dog. I'm now the old dog. So, but Jason and I hooked up recently again, and he writes me a poem a day, every day. And to be able to do that is pretty incredible. But he jumped around me and, you know, jumped around a younger dog, around an older dog.
That's right.
And I told him,
Not just my life, the life force in all things. The life force in the river, the life force in the mountain, the life force in the trees and the way they move in the wind, the sunlight and the way it interacts with the blades of grass. And so I do a lot of that interpretation sitting here on this stool in my backyard. So tonight's performance is basically a meditation, and I'm inviting you into my meditation. The significance of my forefathers arrives at the doorstep after learning to commune with masters, how to sit properly and investigate frequency. I have arrived at the lion's throne. There are many colors and movement of light and shapes here. The essence of each thing is interconnected with my essence, and I sit humbly in acceptance of this position as a mountain from which life springs in mule deer and rabbit alike. I am thankful for the transmissions which penetrate my consciousness and give me the consciousness of all things through sonification. Legs cramping, back aching as payment, I am consciousness of tree, of flower, of sky. Chime, though it plays, only plays for me the waves of ionosphere and magnetosphere, enriching my understanding of telluric currents. Time and space do not exist. As atoms come and go, I am soot. I am decomposed, then recomposed as wind, as nectar, as any and everything. Here, as I sit, am I. Both the ant that crawls on this me and this me with ant crawling. Eternal me, messaging the messenger. A transistor transmitting through vibration and geometry. Shapes ring the chime played in common notes of A and C and E. To most, just a chime, just the wind, just the sun unarmed. And the beckoning of solitude presents itself as a present. Though the two times pass through, I am the gatekeeper, but I do not wish to keep, nor cast my reflection on the pond as I pass. I have had time to sit and think about who I am. I have had time to decide between this and that. I have decided there is no this and there is no that. There is also not this and also not that. I have been sent here by my Creator to understand this. There is nothing else for me to do. I do not need a $100 shirt. I do not need to let the tactics of those who are trying to entice me to spend my life stacking up possession to show me who I am. I am the red earth, the stone, and the wind. There is nothing anyone can give me or take away from me. I am what I am, and that is all there is. I am also what I am not, and I am not what I am. And there is still nothing you can give me nor take away. I am the sound of thunder in a Mount Taylor canyon. I am the elk that sips from a stream. I am a stream. There is nothing you can take from me nor give. Rules are made by man to control man. My Creator made no such rules. Rules are for the weak who do not understand their power. I am not weak, nor am I not weak. I am power, nor am I not power. I exist because my Creator has created me. I am creation. I am not creation. I have had time to sit and think about who I am. And there's nothing. Turning bronze and gold, I climb. Leaving body on stool, he sits, as constellations turn to effervescence and mingle with spiritual substance. Climbing to the edge of time and looking over, hours become seconds baited on each breath. And his chest rises and falls to the beat of heart drum. Thump, thump, thump. Energies bending around him, he sits in a whirlpool of greens and purples, cosmic dust rising, a land spout on the desert floor. He playfully grapples with sounds of finches and coyotes. Solemn in the peace of mountain shadows, he remains there beneath a pine tree. As a higher seat is taken there on the trellis, stretching and flexing its mighty waves, being on trellis, directing a kaleidoscope of grace to cascade as a waterfall of light upon the tiny being beneath the tree. So calm is he, so peaceful is he. A serpent of sunshine slithers his way through the canyons to warm his belly on the stones, while woodpecker sifts through leaves and bangs on bark. I hear him clearly as shadows give way to light in the sacred dance of life. Awakened to the new day, sparrows give voice to tree as ions invite the sky. Past legs cramping, I find I, when sacred blue light appears at my side. I make no determination. I am merely molecules of dirt between yellow and green grass blades. Momentary me, shifting forms until the formlessness of self acquires the knowledge from this moment. Expanding, expanding, expanding into and out of the light. Distant dogs barking, no longer room for I. Sod wavers as a banner, as if in salutation for my arrival. Flowers and banners everywhere, celebrating. Banners, banners, banners everywhere. And the day begins like this. Trumpets of light, tambourines of chirping, cymbals of feathers smashing and clashing to the parade of life, clamoring its way. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, ta-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, as children scurry to and fro, gathering candy thrown by clowns, and people on unicycles circling, laughing and cheering and waving as the parade of life begins. And the smell of pine warming, and the birds, oh, the birds carrying on as they do. There are minstrels and camels, fire trucks with sirens blaring, and marching bands, horses and beauty pageant winners waving, masked figures, men on stilts, dancing, 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 everyone smiling and the children laughing. And so the day begins from here upon my seat. Thank you. Introduce Jaime Chavez. He's been introduced several times already. He is more important than his humble appearance shows him. He has been an activist. He has been an organizer. He has had legislation passed for indigenous people to get water to the reservation. He has fought for the Chicano movement since he was 16 years old when he first ran on stage with the United Farm Workers. Cesar Chavez, Dolores Huerta. He fought with these great people that we know from the past. He's organized with these people. He's written legislation. He's gone to the roundhouse and fought for the legislation. He's done so much work giving away his heart, giving away his heart energy, that now, as you see him today, he needs work on his heart. So he'll be going to an operation soon to get a pump to help him in his heart, because he's given so much of himself away for his entire life to try to help people who are a little less fortunate than he is. This is a very important man who sits in front of you. He's done so much work in his community to help people who can't help themselves. He's been a voice for the voiceless. He's fought for those who can't fight for themselves, and he continues to do that even though he's humbled now compared to how he used to be when I first met him 25 years ago. 25 years ago, he was ready to fight me right there in the street. Today he says, I got some other guys who will fight you. Right?
How many of you know Cipriano Vigil? Que viva. Cipriano Vigil, a great guitar player, músico, maestro, and all that stuff. So this is a eulogy for him. Cipriano Vigil. Otro guerrero guitarrero se nos fue. I remember you when you played the saw on Day of the Dead to commemorate the ancestors. Maestro de la gente, también del norte, humilde y profundo hombre de la tierra. Un canto de amor y tristeza de las nubes que siguen bailando en el pecho, formando poemas y cantos nuevos en este sendero de la vida. Descansa, hermano, flor y canto de mi alma, subiendo las escaleras del tiempo, peregrinaje de un hombre de mi tierra. October 4, 2025. Otro elogio para Anthony Garduño, el Sundance. Como el viento, te fuiste. Como el viento, te fuiste. Viejo, el viento. ¿Cómo cambia todo? Las temporadas, otoño, una noche trágica, se nos fue el Sundancer, Antonio Garduño, al cielo y con las estrellas. Y ya estás en paz. Ya estás en paz, guerrero del alma, gitano místico. Lost. Elogio para Antonio Garduño, Sundancer. Como el viento, te fuiste, viejo el viento. ¿Cómo cambia todo? Las temporadas, otoño, una noche trágica. Se nos fue el Sundancer, Anthony Garduño, al cielo y con las estrellas. Ya estás en paz. Ya estás en paz. Guitarrero del alma, gitano místico. BL, vato loco de Las Vegas, nuestro querido Nuevo México con 1000 cantos en tu pecho, llamando al nuevo día, Sundancer. Aztec Angel. Estás en el nuevo amanecer, en el viaje cósmico, jornada constante del alma, un baile entre la vida y la muerte. Déjame decirte, como decía mi abuelo, que estás solamente por un momento y luego la eternidad. Aztec Angel, estás en el nuevo amanecer en tu viaje cósmico, jornada constante del alma, un baile entre la vida y la muerte. Déjame decirte, como decía mi abuelo, que vives por un segundo y luego estás en la eternidad. You heard some of these on the album. I'm going to do a couple of them right now. I feel you, ageless warrior, your presence in time, your mystical word crying beyond sad clouds, a message to the world. Quinto Sol, your strength fills my being as we look face to face beyond the universe. Transcend limits, lights and highways going nowhere, into nebulous smoking mirrors, prolonged lies, deceit in the face of mechanistic order. You weep to the tune of constant assimilation facades, colorless, tasteless creatures of productive waste, emptying into the ghettos, barrios, the hoy. People, food for a giant called progress. And what of yesterday when the platonic trees wept on the ditch bank seeds of tomorrow as your abuelo pulled the plow and your abuelita called for dinner, and now they're dead, the trees are dry, and the ditch no longer flows. Maybe someday, when we really find El Dorado, we'll learn to see the numerous contradictions of our age, restless neuroses, anxiety, manner blown by time away from our mothers and fathers. Memory. The DNA in my body flies like a swarm of bees in my blood, in my vibration. Spirit, body, molecular universe flying within me. The yellow aura of my being is restless and soars within the temporal universe, contracting and expanding within me. One being, one existence, on the road becoming one with the universe, in the arm of universal existence, that like a swarm of bees is flying, expanding within me. No singular road or path, no singular road or path is within us, and yet we make decisions, move forward and backwards like the spring in a Swiss watch. The material universe contracting and expanding within me. The road of silence, being, and nothingness, the inner sanctum, purple hue, chanting at the tabernacle, poems become vibrational pathways, light becoming the mark on the rock left to memory by ancestors, spirit guides walking east like pilgrims on the journey within me. It as light as air. She was carried away by the blood and by the moon rising from water, sojourning in the mountain as we do in the world, introspection, innocence, as light as air, one with all becoming. Los viejitos bailaban ayer, under the pavement the steps are saved in the cold dust of memory, an archive bleeds in silence. A song, a whisper were there yesterday, violin, tirantin, violin, in circles, in twos and threes, los viejitos bailaban ayer. Violin, tirantin, violin. From the earth the tear, soul reminder, so cold, the winter so near, mi alma muere, leaves fall, caídas muertas, esperanzas crías, sobre la tierra, mi alma muere. Violin, tirantin, violin, los viejitos bailaban in circles and twos and threes, mi alma muere. from the cracks of Ibra's dream. So cold the winter, so near. Mi alma muere sobre calles mojadas, vida temporal en espera, violín, tirantín, violín, los viejitos bailaban en circles in tunes and dreams. Naciendo, new art forms are birthing with centrifugal force, extending out like flowers. After altars point east to the morning star. An old man speaks con manos de piñón y trementina. Nacimiento. Somos de la raíz mexica de las cuevas que rodean a los templos del sol y de la luna. Vemos de aquí en su órbito al cosmos dar su moción en un ritmo para alcanzar al cielo tejido de estrellas con cantos y danza en la ceremonia tallada. Hemos nacido en medio de aguas perturbadas por el hombre que proclama su dominio sobre nuestra casa comunal. Mire, la culebra y el águila están dibujados ya en la piedra ánima del continente. Siguen apareciendo en la ruta mística y en la memoria del venado. Beyond gestation. There is a poet crying on the doorsteps of time, listening, feeling the change of seasons, looking into the sky for an answer, still looking, language of stars, sun, earth, madre tierra, new visions, incubating dreams, pathway to water. Land and life. The visual text of your being eludes life, vowels and consonants. Slivers of wood from my tongue are a barren landscape, dusty, dry rivers, ageless in the arroyo. Sing. Remnants and shards of my memory unwind in pottery and fetish corn markings to the east. Stone sculptures observe the tentacles of time like seaweed wrapping coral dreams, shifting in the sand. Beyond oneself into colder waters, reinventing ourselves from broken glass, plasticity, melting on the fires, civilization, a new man being born from these fires and the smoke of existence. January 1, 2025. Ofrenda. Hemos andado y andado sin que borren las señales del viejo sabio, del cazador, del chamán, del artista. Escrituras en piedras volcánicas son mensajes del gran espíritu. Hay dolor y alegría en nuestros pies cansados. Alrededor de la cruz en el círculo cerrado por los cuatro direcciones de la tierra roja. Son mensajes del gran espíritu. Hay dolor y alegría en nuestros pies cansados. Alrededor de la cruz en el círculo cerrado por los cuatro direcciones de la tierra roja. Buscamos mensajes en el polvo milenario de nuestros ancestros, moviéndose en el peregrinaje total de la constancia. Oh Creador, en el nombre de nuestra Madre Nonancín, cuatro flechas con raíces de paz y armonía, sangre nuestra. Esta es una ofrenda al Creador.
Ahí estamos bien.